大家好，我是老人，欢迎收看新的一期这表直播节目啊！我现在是在迪拜，我刚刚看完了江诗丹顿今年新款的阁楼工匠，很多呢都是独一无二的作品。其实很多朋友呢对阁楼工匠腕表呢可能会有很多的问题啊，他是谁？他究竟在为谁服务？然后这些腕表为什么又都是独一无二的作品呢？所以今天呢，我就特意请到了这个江诗丹顿产品营销及创新总监桑推亚女士来跟我们一起来聊一聊阁楼工匠背后的故事。So welcome, 桑推亚。
Welcome.
Yes.
I will comment on Les Cabinotiers being, I will say, part of the DNA of the maison, because the concept of Les Cabinotiers itself is really what makes the exclusivity. When our founding fathers created Vacheron Constantin, the principle of Les Cabinotiers was only bespoke timepieces. So that's something that is not only coming from the next few years, it's really based on the foundation of the maison. Nevertheless, over the last 5 years, we have really accelerated, I would say, the development of the creation around this very unique offer with 2 speeds. We propose custom-made timepieces with any kind of request, from eye watchmaking to craftsmanship. And on an annual theme, we propose a selection, such as what we are presenting here for travel stories, with 9 creations that express and show our demonstration of high horological level. They are about, I would say, at least 15 person working much more on the development part, because I would say on the production of the caliber, the cases, it's an entirely design team that is working to follow the creation process in terms of development. Nevertheless, aside, there are the designers and the artisans that are working on the workshops, and these 2 teams, designers and artisans, are shared with core business and Les Cabinotiers, and they nourish themselves between designers and artisans, but also creativity from both worlds get connected together. Alors, how you can imagine, it's a long journey to become a high-end watchmakers in this industry, and especially for Les Cabinotiers, both for craftsmanship and eye watchmaking. We have really the vision of the transmission is very important for the maison. We train some of, I would say, high-end watchmakers, but it takes so long time to go there. It's at least 15 years. 15 years just to be a high complication watchmakers. So majority of these person are working for the maison for a long time, and for the artisan on the craftsmanship area is the same. Nevertheless, our intention is really to perpetuate this community of artists, both on craft and eye watchmaking, and we partners with some beautiful school as well to make sure that we keep, I will say, longevity in this craft. We have a promo of 14% students every year, and out of this promo 2 or 3 comes and join a watchmaking maison. Alors, I would say to create this kind of annual theme, we have 3 years in advance at least.
3 years.
3 years in advance, and the starting point is always the story. What we want to say about this annual theme. Based on this, I would say the designer in charge of, I would say, this annual theme is discussing with the Les Cabinotiers team about watchmaking, how we can combine a combo of eye watchmaking caliber. We've seen the 2755, the Tourbillon Armillary, to make sure we have a variety of function, eye complication, and also craft. And then after discussing, she has, I would say, clearer view, and she starts drawing, and we have a very collegial process. Internally, we have a design committee, and we approve everything within the team to make sure that we are all aligned into the direction.
Can you tell me the whole process here?
Everything starts from the relation you've got with the brand.
So I go to the boutique first?
Yeah, certainly you will have a conversation with the person in the boutique that will start understanding what kind of timepieces you are looking for, what are your passions, not only on watchmaking, and you start building a relation. We will define your project, depending on the complexity, it can take from 2 to 5 years to achieve, and we will give birth to this nice creation. That's, I would say, the full bespoke mode, but most of the time we have also our proactive proposal.
So then I got the payment.
Yeah, of course. I haven't said it's about money. It's really about relation, I say.
Okay. For example, 50 watches.
Yes.
How many % is customerized?
I would say 50-50. Now, yes. The initial thought of Les Cabinetiers was fully bespoke. Now, since we have really introduced this annual theme, it's much more balanced. I would say it's 50-50.
50-50.
Yes. Because again, I say, client appreciates the co-creation. With this annual theme, we also open universes, we tell stories, we keep the creativity at another level, and sometimes the client, okay, you got a point, it's a white page from your side, unless you know completely what you want. It's something that is easier to co-create with the brand, starting from something that already exists. We can do everything. It's, we can achieve every dream at Les Cabinetiers. It takes time. But we can propose everything. Alors, it depends, because if I take the full bespoke mode, it can take up to 10 years.
10 years?
Regular, I would say it's much more close to 3 years.
3 years?
To complete, yes.
Okay.
Alors, for me, the Tourbillon Armiller Tribute to Art Deco New York is an impressive watch, because you know, it's a design that is quite easy to recognize, very signature for Vacheron Constantin. And now we elevate this high complication 3D tourbillon to another scale, introducing craftsmanship. And we can demonstrate that we can have modern treatment on craft with the double guillochage on the top of the caliber, and on the back the bas-relief engraving, showcasing that we are mastering both worlds, beautiful eye watchmaking and getting together. We can also propose another product, and I'm quite proud to be able, and in yellow gold, which is, I would say, in a trend, because it's always very important for the maison to make sure that we follow the expectation of our clients in materials. So Alors, finally, he already had completely defined all the rendering of the Rolls Royce, which was violet. It was designed for his wife, if I'm correct. And finally, Rolls Royce approached the maison and asked us, can you please, it's a client request, can you make a bespoke? The client loved the Tourbillon Armiller. Can you turn the wristwatch to a pocket watch that is fully interchangeable? And finally, our, I would say, engineers and watchmakers and designers, they're really trying to figure out how they can bring this interchangeability into the body of the car. It was a quite challenging project, but all the teams had fun. They had a back and forth discussion along the process. But both teams are very proud about the results.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Hoping see more best watches and good art piece next time.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.